What's good, YouTube? It's Sos. Bunny is saying, already know the vibes. We back with another reaction. My son Haas riding around the city, getting it with the new whip that he was flexing on the last video. You know what I'm saying? When he was dissing Zip with the drip. You feel me? But right now he about to speak on Jadakiss and Fat Joe, saying it's like mad hard to be a rapper. Like it's one of the hardest jobs. You know what I'm saying? Before I press play on this video though, subscribe to my channel. You heard? Put your chest in it. Know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, turn your post notifications so y'all can get notified every time I drop a video. You feel me? So yeah, let's get right into this vid.
I will always love the Bronx. I will always love New York. But I'm smart enough to know that New York don't love me. And all the niggas talking about, oh, I bet you won't do this, I bet you won't do that. Like, first and foremost, I don't have that much time on my hand to get up and just go run through Patterson and run through Forest and run through this Edenwald and go jump on the highway and go through Brownsville and East New York. I honestly, and I ain't trying to take shots at nobody, but I just don't understand a bunch of niggas that never made it out of the hood taking other niggas on a world tour of a hood. I don't understand it. When you say you can't come to my hood, or brothers say stuff like that to each other, I don't get it, because all of the poor people live there. So who can't go there?
Damn. Yo, listen, everybody don't have it like you, Haas. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get out the hood. Alright, some of these guys, I'm pretty sure he's not talking about like regular people like us. He talking about the people that he beefing with. But you know what I'm saying, and like, you know, rappers and stuff. But still, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That kind of niggas just still in the
all
hood.
The poor people are there and have to live in misery because certain people want to create a lifestyle or energy that's barbaric towards that environment. Now, once again, when it comes to being a rapper, that's not the most dangerous job in the world. It's not even nowhere close to it. The reason why becoming a rapper, again, they brought up Run DMC Jam Master Jay, right? Jam Master Jay died.
This brilliant device keeps your home cool in summer, even during heat waves and power outages. It's smaller than a lunchbox, cools any room within 3 minutes.
Because his rap career was over. He was never the rapper, he was the DJ. Reverend Run became a reverend, so you don't see him performing anymore. So the concerts go out the window. Now, what does Jam Master Jay do? Instead of being in the studio and having dudes in the studio trying to break another group, nope. He's in the studio with bricks, kilos. Decided to get in the game. And he decided to cut some of his family members or close family friends or whatever, allegedly. Matter of fact, they've been convicted. I don't have to say allegedly, but I'm going to say allegedly anyway, because some of these brothers are still screaming that they're innocent. Maybe they'll come home on appeal. I don't know. But as the story goes, he cut niggas out of a deal, and they felt some type of way, and they turned his TV off. Now, I don't know what his financial status was, but yes, he was famous, but his fame didn't get his TV turned off. His fame didn't get his snotbox rocked. What got his snotbox rocked is that he was playing in the game, and there was some money on the table, and he didn't want to break bread with niggas no more, and they was not going to allow him to leave with that bread. Well, so if I can't have it, you can't have it. Young Dolph decides to go to the hood and go get him some cookies, knowing that he got a bounty on his head, and when certain people see him, they just gonna make a phone call, and that's exactly what happened. Young Dolph life wasn't dangerous because he stayed in the suburbs where rich people live. This nigga had properties all over the place. All he had to do was stay in the confinements of the middle class or the rich people. Middle class people are not running around acting like that. That's why a lot of niggas that I know that got money, they don't want to leave the hood, because when they go in a middle class neighborhood, not even a rich neighborhood, middle class neighborhoods, most of the people looking at them like, nigga, I got what you got. You're not really that special. You're not. You're not. All the niggas in New York City that I know bragging about getting money, I swear, it seems like when people go out of town, especially in the South, but out of town, they do way better than New Yorkers. Y'all dudes just living in New York.
But that's because...
in tenement buildings and in the projects.
That's because out of town is way cheaper, you feel me? It's easier to get a townhome, like just on a regular 9 to 5, you feel me? It's easier to get a townhome. Yes, their minimum wage is lower, I think. I'm not sure now, but you know, the cost of living is way lower than the city, you feel me? So it's, yo, you could go to Houston and get a 5-bedroom, 4-bedroom house for the low. You paying like, well, I don't know now, but I know back in the day, maybe the market went up now, but yeah, like it's harder to live in New York, all right? Like it really is. So you know what I'm saying? You can't really knock certain people for still staying in, like, you know, the project and stuff like that. But
and when you go out of town and you see these dudes with upstairs, downstairs, 2 and 3 bathrooms, like when I be bragging about houses, right? Y'all gotta understand something. When I brag about having a house, first of all, it's expensive to have a house, especially in New York.
Exactly.
Especially in New York, when you paying mortgages $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on a mortgage, right? But nevertheless, right? I come from the projects. I come from Bronx River Projects, 1455 Harrod Avenue. Across the street is Bronxdale, Monroe, Soundview, Castle Hill. On the other side, you got Watson, you got Stratford, you got Elder. Like, there's blocks, like, nigga, you had to go through blocks upon blocks upon blocks and survive all those blocks upon blocks. Go across the bridge, you got Bryan Ave, you got Hoe Ave, you got Longfellow. Like, nigga, do you understand? Go on the other side, you got Lambert. Walk a little bit further up, you got 800. I don't think y'all getting my drift. So when you come from pissy elevators and staircases and when you come from where I come from and you go out of town and you see how these niggas is living, backyards, barbecues, upstairs, downstairs,
fence,
dining rooms, kitchens, it's like, yo, the quality of living is way better out of town than it is in New York City.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
That's a fact, it is. But I also would say, if you living in the city and you have your own place and you stable and you got a car, like, you living good, regardless of if you're not rich or not. Like, you living good. Like, it's hard to have all those things at the same time, living in New York or New Jersey or, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever. Like, so when you have that emotion like that, like, you living good. You don't gotta really be rich to, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you doing all that in the South, that's good too. But it's like, okay, it's easy. Yeah, I'm not taking credit away, but it's like it's mad easy to survive down south. Like, it really is. So when you surviving up top, you surviving in the city, then you know what I'm saying, you thoroughbred. Like, you could really handle yourself. Like, especially if you have kids, you know what I'm saying? So
way better.
Without Section 8 or like the assistance and all that, like, just raw, like, that's an accomplishment.
So with that being said, being in hip hop is not the most dangerous job. No. What makes it dangerous is because dudes want to gamble with poverty. If you stay out of the hood, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna keep from getting a bullet in your dome. I'm gonna say that again. If you stay out of the hood, you're gonna keep from getting a bullet in your dome. And it's just that simple. You don't really see most of the time, too many times, somebody actually going all the way to the suburbs and doing something to these celebrities. That's very, very rare. I'm not saying.
But nah, he got a point though. For real, he do got a point. Like, if you rich and everything, there's no point of you being in the hood unless you giving back. If you out there just chilling, just to be using it for clout, like, yo, you still could be in the hood and you rich and nothing's gonna happen to you. That's just corny. You just going back to just basically just show everybody you got it and they don't. It's another reminder, you feel me? And then that's when hating friends get involved, and that's when people start getting hurt, and that's when the news, you feel me? It's just a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? But if you're rich and you're going back to the hood and you're giving back, turkey drives, school supplies, boys and girls club or something, a basketball, invest in the park or something like that, a pool, you feel me? Then it's cool. But just to just be chilling and just not doing nothing is crazy, but
that it can't happen. I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm saying that it's rare. So no, we're not going to sit up there and make that job a dangerous job. It's not a dangerous job. Going in certain neighborhoods, if you know what you going to, and see the thing about it is, if you know you go into certain neighborhoods, right, that's gang affiliated or got a high crime rate, and there's a bar or lounge that you're going to do a walkthrough, all you have to do is throw the precinct $1,000, $800, or whatever the case may be, and there will be a police car parked out there for your.
Throw the police a couple dollars? What? What you talking about? Bro, why throw the police a couple $100? Throw the community that's, you know what I'm saying, know the community, and they can help make it safe. You could throw them, and they probably need the money. You could throw them the money. Like, you feel me? The police is already getting paid. That's their job, is to protect and serve. There's no point in throwing extra money to them. That's their job. If a celebrity comes to the hood, they're gonna see the emotions going on. The police gotta get involved. Just like Hassan when he went and he tried to do the little PlayStation drive. The police had to get involved, throwing them
Your
extra bread, giving them $800 tip. Nah.
You could also hire off-duty officers.
Yeah, hire your own security
team. Once I realized
team.
that the code of the streets that niggas taught me was all a lie, it was all bullcrap. Once I realized that 50 Cent was running around with all types of officers, once I seen, when I went and had that meeting with Tekashi 6ix9ine,
yo, why my son Hans had to throw 50 Cent in there? He said he be with all types of officers. That's dumb funny, bro.
Academics and whack 100s. And I seen, like, when I went to go use the bathroom, they tried to tell me, nah, let's keep recording. I said, nah, y'all talk without me. I gotta pee. All that drinking I'm doing at the table. When I went in the hallway, there was Secret Service all through the building. It does not make you a sucker to hire off-duty officers to protect you. As a matter of fact, I'm so foul with it now. I have no respect for the streets so much the way that I might go back outside again and antagonize niggas and talk trash with some off-duty officers all around me, so a nigga could come outside and get.
Nah, I would just, like, if I'm famous, if I'm rich and famous, I would just hire a security team. I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? Like a legit security team, legit bodyguards, my own bodyguards, private bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, like, you feel me? Like, fans like Beyonce, she got her own private, her bodyguard that's been her bodyguard for years. Somebody she trusts, you feel me? Like, trust with my family and everything. Be like that.
I might do that.
I'm not gonna hire no off-duty.
I don't have no problems.
Cops.
I think totally different now than having legal shooters. When you decide to come outside with a mask on and clap at a nigga that's drunk and throwing a tantrum, breaking down, going through a moment, I might have next time I might have some legal shooters. That'll push your cap back. That'll twist your cap. But nah, all jokes aside though.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
All jokes aside though. Y'all know I'm on the highway. Making my way.
My son on the highway, cruising the city. What?
Back to New York, nigga say I ain't outside, right?
Yo, they say he was outside with it. He just came from New York. Who said Ha's not outside?
Outside, I'll be on the highway by myself.
Outside by himself.
By myself.
Bodyguards. No off-duty police officers.
Entourage, no nothing. By myself. With niggas.
He already getting it on his own.
See me, they be like, oh, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yo, I gotta get a soundboard. I'm gonna get a soundboard so I can have the effects. Be like, boom. You know what I'm saying? When we speak in facts.
Mr. Yeah, that's me.
Get that.
By myself. I'm not saying that it's smart. I'm just saying a lot of the times, I'm gonna be honest with you. When they sit up there and they tell y'all, oh, that people hate Hassan Campbell, nah, that's the internet showing y'all that.
Yo, bro, nah. What's good?
I didn't stay home when the virus hit.
When people see me, they go crazy. I'm not gonna sit up there and say that it ain't no stick-up kids out there that might not try to, you know what I mean, catch a brother and yap a brother, cause yeah, and when I'm traveling outside, like yeah, I'm
okay.
heavy. Yeah.
My son say he ready for anything. You feel me? You try to come get it, you try to come take it, he go show you what you would not get. Now you heard.
Even when I'm by myself, I ain't by myself. I got angels protecting me.
That's a fact.
That's why you get on your knees and pray.
Yep.
Sometimes it'll be danger sitting right down the road that you don't even see, and God will guide you right in a different direction. Just get on your knees and pray. But yeah, man, you gotta understand, like in life, Cain killed Abel, right? Those stories in the Bible is there for a reason. Cain killed Abel out of what? Jealousy. Success breeds envy. A lot of the times I break down and I cry. You know what makes me break down and cry and get drunk and go on crazy rants? It's because
don't do that no more.
I love
crazy
hard.
Rants from this man.
When I love hard. And when I really, when I big somebody up, and I say that's my.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That was a crazy time for him though. He was out in the Bronx River crashing out. I remember those videos, man. That's what That's when we was really taking off though. I'm not gonna lie.
Brother, I don't call niggas my friends. When I say that's my brother, and you start to realize just how many of your brothers ain't your brothers no more, and it's not because you had a fallout with these niggas, it's because they cannot stand to see you be successful. Niggas cannot stand to see you be successful. So the same niggas that you like, the same niggas that you think in your mind, you tell a nigga.
All right, well, he don't look like he talking about Fat Joe and all that. I don't know. I feel like this video is a little clickbait. Just give it a little clickbait, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it though. It be like that. I appreciate y'all watching this video. I'm ending right here. Before y'all head out, though, subscribe to my channel. You heard. Put your chest in it. I'm saying, smash that like button, turn your post notifications. Y'all can get notified every time I drop a video. And I'll see y'all in the comment section. Let's get it.